309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Give them a call at 701-258-6308.
The team of mechanics at Lauer Auto can take care of any problem your vehicle is having. And when you do business with Lauer, you can be assured you're doing business with a pro Second Amendment America First repair shop. There are plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area. But why take a chance at patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake. Lauer Auto is your pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at Lauer Auto, don't forget to tell them that you heard they are a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our pro Second Amendment, pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's Lauer Auto Repair, 701-258-6308.
701-258-6308.
Located 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
When you want it done right,
Go where lemons go.
Kalen's Auto Service, owned and operated by Kalen and Misty Foss, lifelong locals with over 25 years experience. From modern rides to classic restorations, they can handle it all. Top quality work, fair price, and honest hometown values. Located just one block south of Highway 12 on 6th Avenue West in Lemon. Kalen's Auto Service, serving you with all your auto repair needs.
For the best gun gear for every and any situation, Little Angry Man Arms LLC has you covered. Top-notch guns from top-name brands like Winchester, Glock, Sig Sauer, and Ruger to essential extras from Magpul, Streamlight, Hollow, Sun Optics, and more. Little Angry Man Arms LLC have everything to make your shooting adventures a success. Visit littleangrymanarms.com today and gear up for your next big hunt, competition, or home defense. Don't miss out on our exclusive deals. Little Angry Man Arms LLC, based in Trail City, South Dakota, your ultimate hunting partner.
At Horton Laser Craft, we believe in the power of personalization. Whether it's a cherished memory, a special occasion, or a unique gift, our custom laser engraving brings your vision to life. Our expert craftsmen and state-of-the-art technology ensure every piece is a work of art. From personalized decor to one-of-a-kind keepsakes, Horton Lasercraft makes every moment unforgettable. Horton Lasercraft is owned and operated by a local veteran and his wife located near Thunderhawk, South Dakota. They provide custom laser products at a reasonable price, and their turnaround time is fast and efficient.
Custom board cutting, glassware, decanter sets, mugs, assorted stainless steel jewelry, assorted tags, decor, custom acrylic nightlights, and much, much more.
Call them up at 605-545-7535. Horton Lasercraft, where memories are engraved.
Farm project approved in Richland County. North Dakota Public Service Commission greenlit the Abercrombie Solar project after approving 2 key permits, moving the site certificate to Ottertail Power Company. Construction for the project expected to add about 300 jobs for North Dakotans, while the solar farm will contribute just shy of $24 million in tax revenue over 35 years. Groundbreaking date not yet set. Company plans to advance the project toward commercial operation in 2028. The Dakota Power Cooperative now has more time to decide on a massive carbon capture project. Last week, North Dakota's Clean Sustainable Energy Authority voted to extend a $250 million loan for Project Tundra through March 2026. The $2 billion plan aims at capturing 4 million metric tons of CO2 each year from Dakota's coal-fired Young Station near Center. The project's faced delays due to supply chain issues, shifting federal policies and technical hurdles. Dakota requested the extension, saying it's still weighing options and hopes to make a final investment decision by early 2026. The Bank of North Dakota will provide the loan backed by the legislature. Despite setbacks, including a major partner dropping out, Dakota still has support from Mitsubishi and Kiewit, plus a $350 million federal grant. So far, $90 million has been spent. Clock is ticking. North Dakota State Water Commission's approved $75 million in funding for water development projects across the state. Commissioners met this week to approve the funding that enhances municipal, rural, and regional water supply systems. Garrison Diversion Conservancy District will receive over $73 million after being approved for 2 requests to support its leading efforts on the Red River Valley Water Supply Project. Other areas include the city of Medora and the Walsh Rural District. Department of Water Resources Director Reese Haas said the approved funding will immediately address state's water supply efficiency and reliability. A state law has been upheld that prohibits gender-affirming medical care for transgender youth. This week, a Burleigh County District Court judge upheld the law passed by the North Dakota Legislative Assembly in 2023, banning healthcare providers from performing surgeries or prescribing medications intended to alter or affirm a minor's gender identity when it differs from their biological sex at birth. The judge ruled the state has the authority to regulate medical practices involving minors and found no constitutional violation in the state's provisions, despite several arguments made by those opposed to the law. The ruling adds North Dakota to a growing list of states banning gender-affirming care that have upheld or been challenged in court. And Banana Ball is coming to Fargo next summer, June 26th, 27th. The Savannah Bananas. You'll want to see it. We got to get him over in Bismarck, though. KFYR Radio News Time, 8:09.
KFYR 550.
He said he was going to get us out of wars.
Middle East. Here's what's happening.
Donald Trump said he was going to be the president of peace.
The war in Gaza is almost over.
A grateful nation thanks President Trump for the peace he has brought to the region.
There is hope across the Middle East. Today's news.
He deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for bringing this amazing deal.
Listen today.
All of our hostages, the living and deceased, will be released Monday.
Know everything.
The work is not over.
The legendary voice of the Northern Plains. KFYR 550, 99.7, and iHeartRadio.
Binge listen this and all your artist stations, plus any song from our library of millions of songs, all ad-free. Get your free 30-day trial of iHeartRadio All Access. You'll love it. Don't be basic, be extra. Start your free 30-day trial of iHeartRadio All Access now.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Today will be mostly sunny and pleasant with a high of 66. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies and a low of 48. Tomorrow will bring sunshine with a few clouds and a couple of showers, along with windy conditions and a high of 68. Sunday will be partly sunny and become increasingly windy, reaching a high of 69. Monday will start breezy, then turn sunny to partly cloudy and cooler with a high of 51. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Bismarck kind of cooled off a little bit, and this would be the kind of weather we're going to see first part of next week, too, so be ready. About all I can say for it. Right now, calm wind, clear sky, 37. 8:11, Todd Mitchell, KFYR Radio, your news and weather authority.
I am the god of KFYR. Todd Mitchell.
Todd Mitchell.
You're a music fan back in the day, Fleetwood Mac Rumors and the 75 Fleetwood Mac album. You know somebody who had them if you didn't have them. You could always tape theirs. Therefore, it was my generation that invented illegal music duplication in the first place. The follow-up was Tusk. Rumors had been this just monstrous album, and like, okay, I got to top that. And it kind of got weird. Because people were kind of left scratching their heads at the time going, I don't know. On this date in 79, Mayor Tom Bradley declared Fleetwood Mac Day. The group got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. 2 days later, Tusk came out and did not sell anywhere near as well as Rumors, even though it sold pretty well. 8:12, Dakota Mornings, Michael Bell after 9, Clay and Buck after 11, the KFYR Cafe, and Daryl Lease after 12. Legacy, Bismarck, Dan Turnus with the coverage tonight here in KFYR 550, 645. Play Peterson and Guns in the 701 next.
It's a new talk show just for the Dakotas. Dakota Mornings with Michael Bell. Weekdays from 9 till 11 on KFYR 550, 99.7, and iHeartRadio.
When was the last time you heard from your insurance agent? You probably had to call them. Why is that? It's because they don't have any options for you. The Canopy Group represents 16 insurance companies, not one. Their team of 50 professionals work tirelessly to comb the insurance marketplace and match you with comprehensive insurance solutions. That's why you'll hear from the Canopy Group. They have more to offer. For your insurance needs, call 800-967-3389 or visit thecanopygroup.com, thecanopygroup.com.
Fall's a time to plan ahead and ensure your brand shows up in ways that matter. 4imprint's promotional products work as hard as you do and make a lasting impression. From quality apparel, including exclusive brands, to drinkware, tech, and totes, they've got thousands of options to fit your brand and budget. Plus, you get free samples, expert help, and their 360-degree guarantee. So you'll be 4imprint certain everything shows up just right on time. Explore more at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
From the creator of Mayor of Easttown, a new HBO original drama series, Task, is now streaming on HBO Max.
It's easy to talk about forgiveness. It's not your loss.
Starring Mark Ruffalo and Tom Pelphrey, new episodes of Task premiere Sundays on HBO Max.
At LensCrafters, we value expertly tailored eye care, provide state-of-the-art eye exams, and offer a wide assortment of designer brands and high-quality lenses. We offer 40% off prescription glasses. Visit LensCrafters at Mall of America. Book your annual eye exam now on lenscrafters.com. LensCrafters, because sight. Eye exams available at the Independent Doctor of Optometry at or next to LensCrafters. Doctors in some states are employed by LensCrafters. The Doctors of Optometry in California are not employed by LensCrafters, which does not provide eye exams. Offer valid through October 19th. See associate for details.
At Walgreens, we know it's hard to pay attention to important flu information. What does keep your attention? Sports commentary.
Here we are, fourth quarter of the year. The clock's winding down and flu season's starting up. So don't get caught off guard. Make your move to Walgreens and get that flu shot. They even know which other vaccines you may need and when you need them. That's how you stay in the game.
So walk in or schedule an appointment today. That's the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply. Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/test and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/test for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/test.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
My uncontrollable movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, felt embarrassing. I felt like disconnecting. I asked my doctor about treating my TD and learned about Ingrezza, a prescription medicine clinically proven for reducing TD in adults. That's always one capsule, once daily, and #1 prescribed. People taking Ingrezza can stay on most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Take control by asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Learn more at Ingrezza.com. That's INGREZZA.com.
Malcolm Gladwell here. This season on Revisionist History, we're going back to the spring of 1988 to a town in northwest Alabama where a man committed a crime that would spiral out of control.
And he said, I've been in prison 24, 25 years. That's probably not long enough. And I didn't kill him.
From Revisionist History, this is The Alabama Murders. Listen to Revisionist History on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Revisionist History and start listening on the free iHeart Radio app today.
KFYR at 818 Guns to the 701. Clay Peterson's here. Just been talking about health stuff because I was out with my thing. And we got to talking about, you just mentioned having an appendix removed, and I've got a story. There's a place called Frickers. I don't know if it's still in existence out in Findlay, Ohio, that had 20 different levels of wings, and it's taking the staff out. And one of the guys, of course, as radio people are tending to do, had to try to be the big guy on the board there and get the highest level of wings.
Yeah.
So that night he's having his appendix removed.
Ooh. Ooh.
And we get back to the hospital and he's still laying there asleep, and I go up to him, I go, Joe, your song's running out. Come on, get up. Wakes up, his eyes flutter open, and his then wife is ready to behead me at that point. But
oh my goodness. That's
I was with my boss, and he's just laughing because it's the easy way to yank the chain of a radio person. It's always the fear is dead air, or nothing works.
Oh. Yeah, way to go, Todd.
Yeah. So I'm sure he still remembers it to this day. I'll have to reach out to him, but. So pheasant opener, huh? You're kind of going to be occupied, but lots of folks are going to be out and about.
Yeah, I'll probably go here. I had plans to go up with my son, up to Jamie's place again, which we had a blast last year with Wyatt and Tammy and the crew up there. And JR, you probably know JR Havens.
Sure.
Yeah. We had a great time. So we're going to be missing it, unfortunately. But my son's been having some issues, and as far as medical, and we're trying to figure them out. But so we're going to just stick close to home. We got more appointments next week, so
I feel like something's going around or something, because he's got his thing, I had my thing. It's like, what the?
Yeah, we're
world?
glad you're back, and everything went well, Todd.
Well, it was just so surreal because it was just I just sort of felt like a rope was tightening inside me or something, and it was just more and more cramped. And I thought, oh, I can't even tolerate this. And just told Carrie to call 911, and next thing I know, it's a day and a half later, and they're explaining to me what they did. And then it's funny how they want to make that in-depth explanation when you're at your groggiest. So
yeah,
it's like, okay, I remember it well. Is there going to be a test on this? Because I'm not going to retain all this. I'm still trying to figure out which one's my left foot.
Well, it's one of the things that we thank God for His grace and His mercy, and he come through on that, and we're hoping the same for my son. Just lots of prayers, and I'm sure that things will come out okay, because I have a huge trust in God's faith, and
as do I.
We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out, and the nice thing about it is that the tests that we have done the last 2.5 weeks, they come back good, so those things are working correctly. Now it's just on to the next thing. It's kind of like a mechanic. You just kind of got to eliminate one thing until the engine's running. And, so anyway, we won't be making it, but everybody go out there and enjoy the opener pheasant here starting, opens up tomorrow. Numbers are looking pretty good in many areas. And I can't stress enough, please talk to landowners. I don't care if it's not posted. The right thing to do is to find that landowner and ask them. It's just, I'm seeing such a divide between hunters and landowners, and it's not being made better by some of the current laws, some of the new laws passed, and the regulations. And that's not a good thing. It's the same here, and I've really been taking a step back and looking at this. And please, everybody, make a relationship with those landowners, and things will be much better. Trust me on that. I used to do that when I was on the other side of that, where I didn't have my own land. And I had to make those relationships. I encourage each and every one of you. You're not entitled to anybody's private property. It's that simple.
That said, if you talk to them, though, and you
getting overcrowded.
Yeah, I mean, if you develop the relationship, you got a better shot. And pardon the pun, but just realized what I said.
As long as we're on that subject, you look at it. The things I did was I started out either, volunteering to help the landowner fence or work cattle or whatever it might be, and that turned into, hey, can I come coyote hunting or predator hunting? And yep, go ahead. And most people are never going to tell you no on that anyway. But as that evolved, I was able to gain a lot of access when I was a kid to not just, little places where I had maybe some private land access, but I was able to open up that area around there and the neighbors because I did help, because I was part of that relationship between a landowner and a hunter. And I mean, I never really struggled for land to hunt. I really didn't, even when I started hunting, which is fantastic. That's how it should be. Build those relationships, and you'll be amazed at the doors that open, because once you make friends with a landowner, most likely, if you're a good guy and you are a good steward of that privilege, because that's what it is, a privilege to hunt that private land, you might find that you'll get access to the neighbors and maybe somewhere around there. So that's my encouragement to everybody. Don't just drive around. Don't just come show up the day of and ask, because most likely somebody's already done that.
Yeah. Start walking on their property with your, gun in hand, and you're asking then. It's like, that should be on the table long before then.
Absolutely. So, and don't get mad if they say no. I mean, it's okay. It's their property. Maybe they got other people there. Like here, I know that we will. Even Layton's feeling a little better at times here, and we'll probably try to slip out there. And I got some good friends that are going to be in this area, which I told them to go ahead and have a good time, but I wasn't going to be here. Well, now I'll be here, so I guess everything works out how it should. I'm going to be able to go out and hopefully get a couple hours in with them, and they can hunt all day. But I got some other things I need to tend to, being I'm going to be home now. So
no doubt.
Yeah.
Clay Peterson,
so
Guns of the...
Everybody have a good time.
Here we go. Clay Peterson, Guns of the 701 here on KFYR 825. Gun sales increased for September, but the checks drop. What's going on there?
Yeah, well, I mean, September always sees an uptick. Hunting seasons are coming, so that's not really unusual. And it's great to see that it came. It's only 2%, but we have reversed that because they've been kind of slipping the sales, which, that happens as well. When you have a Second Amendment friendly administration, we always see a dip. That's the cycle of it. People panic buy all the time. That's when you see a change in administration that might not be friendly, like the last one. Well, you're going to see a big uptick in sales. But this time it was about 2%. But the NICS numbers, the background check on your 4473 does not reflect that. Sometimes because you've got like North Dakota, if you have, I believe it's your class 1. You don't have to do a background check, so that's not reported. You might have multiple gun sales, and that happens in this particular month as well as through October, September, October, is because some people are buying multiple shotguns. They might be buying a rifle and a shotgun and getting geared up, to go hunting. So when you see those multiple purchases of firearms, that's only one background check. So you might have 2 or 3 guns on one transaction, but it's only reflected as one background check. And like I said, you got many states out there that their concealed carry permit serves as that background check, so those aren't reflected either. That's why I think you're seeing the difference in the NICS background checks versus the actual sale of firearms. Now, we know that the $200 tax stamp's been eliminated, Todd, as far as the price. It's still in effect for the background checks, but a lot of people are holding off till after the first of the year when that takes effect. I imagine you're going to see a huge sale of suppressors then, and you're going to see that whole thing uptick on both sides of it. So look forward to that. To me, exercise your Second Amendment. Do it often and do it many, many times.
Guns of the 701, it's Clay Peterson. I'm Todd Mitchell. 827, we got more coming up.
KFYR 550.
Friday edition, Clay Travis, Buck Sexton show as we move closer and closer to big elections in Virginia, New Jersey, and New York City. We will focus on all of that, plus the ongoing battle to bring peace to the Middle East. What is the latest there? All that and more Friday edition, Play and Buy.
This morning at 11 on KFYR.
It's Mitchell in the Morning, KFYR 550.
The Dakota Farm and Ranch Report is coming up next, and it's presented by Proceed. Some North Dakota towns are grappling with proposals for industrial-scale livestock farms and safety on the roads. We have some details, and it's next on the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report.
Today you might be sitting in your truck for 8, 9, even 10 hours. As a driver, being on the road for hours is just the job. Keeping you there is ours. At International, we back up our hard-working S13 integrated powertrain with comprehensive service contracts designed for productivity, efficiency, and lower cost of ownership. Learn more about the industry's largest service network from International at international.com.
From the creator of Mayor of Easttown, a new HBO original drama series, Task, is now streaming on HBO Max.
It's easy to talk about forgiveness. It's not your loss.
Starring Mark Ruffalo and Tom Pelphrey, new episodes of Task premiere Sundays on HBO Max.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/test and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/test for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/test.
KFYR.
Welcome back to the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report presented by Proceed. Some North Dakota towns are grappling with proposals for industrial-scale livestock farms, known as concentrated animal feeding operations, with nearly 100 licensed CAFOs. The state trails its neighbors, but aims to expand. Critics worry about air and water pollution, how that might impact the rural communities. Madeline Luke, a volunteer at the Dakota Resource Council, reviews permit applications and fears the loss of North Dakota's natural beauty. Luke says local pushback is often outmatched, but raising concerns can lead to safeguards. While officials tout improved waste management, skeptics say enforcement is inconsistent. Water Quality Director Marty Haroldson insists producers comply with permits and issues are addressed. Still, opponents cite Iowa's CAFO expansion as a cautionary tale for the Red River Valley. It has now been over a week, and as harvest season continues, the images of a self-propelled corn chopper hanging over the Missouri River remains in our minds, and we say that sharing the road safely is critical. Angie Johnson, NDSU Extension Farm and Ranch Safety Specialist, reminds us that fall brings increased farm equipment traffic onto our public roads. In 2024, North Dakota saw 40 crashes involving farm machinery, most on asphalt and often due to speed differences. Farm equipment travels much slower than cars, and motorists may only have seconds to react. Johnson urges both drivers and operators to stay alert, practice defensive driving. Equipment operators should use hazard lights, clean mirrors, transport headers separately. Motorists should slow down when approaching slow-moving vehicles, avoid the risky passing, and anticipate wide turns. Seatbelt use is essential for everybody, whether in the big machines or in the vehicles. Whether you're behind the wheel of a tractor or pickup, safety starts with awareness and respect. Stay off of your phones, and everybody work together so our roads are safe this harvest season, as the producers are out there working to put food on the table for all of us. So again, be careful this harvest season. That is the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report presented by Proceed. I'm Shannon Dean.
KFYR, your ag authority.
Ready to relax in your dream bath retreat without the stress of making it happen? The Home Depot has you covered. Shop fully designed rooms and curated bath collections to go from inspiration to transformation. Use digital tools to see how flooring and finishes will look in your space, and find everything you need from tubs to toilets and all the tile in between to bring your vision to life. The Home Depot. Dream baths built here.
At LensCrafters, we value expertly tailored eye care, provide state-of-the-art eye exams, and offer a wide assortment of designer brands and high-quality lenses. We offer 40% off prescription glasses. Visit LensCrafters at Mall of America. Book your annual eye exam now on LensCrafters.com. LensCrafters, because sight. Eye exams available at the Independent Doctor of Optometry at or next to LensCrafters. Doctors in some states are employed by LensCrafters. The Doctors of Optometry in California are not employed by LensCrafters, which does not provide eye exams. Offer valid through October 19th. See associate for details.
Build the retirement you want with actionable insights from T. Rowe Price. On the award-winning Confident Conversations on Retirement podcast, T. Rowe Price uses the power of curiosity to explore topics like how the psychology of money influences financial behaviors, how to maximize savings through retirement, and the unretirement trend. Get insights to help you confidently navigate your retirement planning journey. Listen to Confident Conversations on Retirement on your favorite podcast platform or visit troweprice.com/podcast. Retire with confidence.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We're your news authority, the legendary voice of the Northern Plains, KFYR.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The ceasefire in Gaza now in place. Displaced Palestinians in central Gaza walking north in the territory. A 72-hour window is now open for the next step, releasing the remaining 48 hostages. 20 are believed to be alive, including Amir Moran, his brother-in-law, Moshe Levi, earlier on Fox and Friends.
We're so hopeful that this is going to be carried out, but we're trying to be grounded in reality as much as possible because we've been disappointed time and again before.
The president set to travel to the region in the next few days. The president did not win this award today.
The Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado.
She's the opposition leader in Venezuela. White House Comms Director Stephen Chung posting on X earlier, the Nobel Committee proved they place politics over peace. America's listening to Fox News.
And now from North Dakota's news authority, Todd Mitchell, KFYR Radio News.
Medium high chances of rain returning to the region this weekend. Some low chances for snow across northwestern North Dakota Sunday night. A warm up for the weekend, but we are going to drop come Monday. For Bismarck, AccuWeather calling for sun and 67 today. A couple of showers, 69 tomorrow. 64 Sunday, 51 Monday. Tuesday up to about 53, 37 right now. Chevron's recent merger has led to hundreds of jobs lost in North Dakota. The American multinational energy company announced this past summer it completed a merger with Hess and then announced it planned nationwide layoffs as a result of that merger beginning in late September. Well, so far, 63 jobs lost in Minot, 48 in Tioga. Chevron is offering severance benefits and outplacement support. Applications encouraged for the state's community health worker certification. North Dakota Department of Health and Human Services. So that's part of an increase in effort to increase frontline public health workers to help connect people and communities to essential services. Certification process intended to ensure consistency in training and practice standards. Those are certified may work for organizations like hospitals, health systems, tribal health, and public health units. Roosevelt Park Zoo in Minot, getting you a little more immersive in the experience. The Sensory Explorer Kit, designed for folks with visual or hearing impairments. QR codes let you play animal sounds. And you can also see items like lion's fur, snake skin, and turtle shells. Fall leaf collecting in Bismarck will happen October 20th through the 23rd and 27th through the 30th. Leaves will be collected on the regular garbage day. Place these in garbage containers or compostable paper bags. Leaves in plastic bags will not be collected. KFYR Radio News time 8:36.
Cold weather will be here before you know it. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity.
Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Dennis Quaid here. There's a pressing issue that still needs attention: the state of our retirement savings. We're dealing with $36 trillion in debt, and the interest on that debt is now greater than our entire defense budget for the first time in history. And with global tension still high, it's more important than ever to help secure your financial future. That's why I partnered with a great company, Goldco, who is offering you a free copy of their Gold and Silver Kit. The kit contains vital information to help you navigate the current economic landscape and offers strategies to help you protect your life savings. Get a free Gold and Silver Kit to get the facts and make a decision that's right for you and your family by calling 855-GOLD-IRA. You may even qualify for free bonus silver plus a free Ronald Reagan silver coin. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Today will be mostly sunny and pleasant with a high of 66. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies and a low of 48. Tomorrow will bring sunshine with a few clouds and a couple of showers, along with windy conditions and a high of 68. Sunday will be partly sunny and become increasingly windy, reaching a high of 69. Monday will start breezy, then turn sunny to partly cloudy and cooler with a high of 51. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Clear sky, calm wind 37 in Bismarck at 8:38. More with Clay, Guns in the 701 net.
From the creator of Mayor of Easttown, a new HBO original drama series, Task, is now streaming on HBO Max.
It's easy to talk about forgiveness. It's not your loss.
Starring Mark Ruffalo and Tom Pelphrey, new episodes of Task premiere Sundays on HBO Max.
Well, here comes another success story. Todd was injured at work, and 844 Hay Workers helped him out. Do tell, Todd.
Well, I had worked at the company for 41 years, and I believe my injury had occurred over all those years of heavy lifting and moving repetition of my arm. I heard the commercial on KQ, and I called, and they called me back within 20 minutes. I had the paperwork done within a week, and everything went by real fast. Everything went fine.
Sounds pretty 5-star. Report card, A+.
Yes, I'd definitely give them an A+. It was easy, and it went well.
How long did it take, do you think, from beginning to end?
Maybe 3 months, something like that.
Wow. Was this a positive experience for you?
Yes, it was very positive.
And would you recommend them to other people who are injured on the job that need help?
Yes, definitely.
Free and confidential.
Dial 844 Hay Workers, and we'll work hard for you.
Hay Workers, 844-439-9675. Or go online, hayworkers.com.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/test and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/test for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/test.
And if that doesn't work, you put Clay Peterson out in front of you from Guns in the 701, 841 here at KFYR 550. So they actually had a thing where it was in court about the U.S. Post Office trying to ban guns. I mean,
yeah. So I don't know if everybody knows this, but every post office is considered a gun-free zone, which is I always hate that term because it makes soft targets. But I don't know if you know this, a lot of post offices, especially rural ones, are rented buildings. They're not actually even owned. I know like our local one is here. There are some that are not, but a lot Most of them are, unless they're located in a federal building. Well, guess what? There's finally a court case. I imagine what's going to happen with this. The Northern District of Texas has ruled that the long-standing federal ban on firearms inside a post office now is unconstitutional, which I've always felt it was. I mean, what's the big deal, honestly? Well, the Firearms Policy Coalition and the Second Amendment Foundation, which they have been huge in bringing lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit and winning, and we're just as big of a part of the Bruin decision as NRA and most of the pro-Second Amendment organizations were. Well, there's 2 Texas plaintiffs, and Judge Reed O'Connor granted the summary judgment to the plaintiffs. It struck down, and in U.S. Code Title 18, that's where just about every single firearm law is at. It's also by chance it's under the tax code mostly because ATF, and that's where a lot of that stuff is applied. And they said, nope, it's ordinary post offices. Of course, they're standalone and not located like on a military base or, like I said, in an actual multi-use federal building like Bismarck has a federal building downtown, and I'm sure you are aware where that's at, and that's where a post office is. Well, that would not apply. It'd still be banned in there. Here's the interesting thing. When this came out, and there's been some more revisions to this since, is it only applied, they were trying to stay within the count. This judge was just basically playing with the law. It only applies now to anybody that's a member of the Firearms Policy Coalition or the Second Amendment Foundation, and those 2 in particular.
Wait a minute.
Plaintiffs, yes. And just in that district, which I think is Texas, Louisiana, I forget all the states that are in that district, but only in that district court area it applies. So, yeah. Staying in compliant with Bruin, but not. It was a play, and it's just going to take more legal work, money, things like that. Since then, now a judge has actually requested all the membership lists of those particular 2 groups going back to 2020, which is where this originated from, saying, hey, if you were a member at 2020, then it applies. So what's going to happen, I imagine this is going to work its way now through the appellate system, the federal appellate system, and it may even make its way all the way up to the Supreme Court, which I have no doubt that based on other rulings, this one will be found in violation as well of Bruin, and it will be opened up to everybody in the United States because the Second Amendment applies across the country, not just to one certain district.
Try as they might in California or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are. And, let's face it. There are some states where Illinois. Some states you simply they really don't want you to have a gun.
Oh, Illinois is completely, and I should say the Illinois Democrat leadership who controls their levers of government. They don't want you to exercise your Second Amendment. I've met a lot of people, know several out there, got family out there. You get away from, as with any state like Minnesota, and here, South Dakota, get away from those metropolitan areas that are controlled by Democrats, and they can get mad all they want if they're hearing me today. I really don't care. It's your party that's actually infringing on the Second Amendment. Well, it's no different in Illinois. There are a ton of conservatives when you get away from those major metropolitan hubs. So, yeah, Illinois has big problems when it comes to the Second Amendment, and they've been overturned several times. So we'll see where this all goes. I mean, you got Colorado and Illinois are both in battle over assault weapons bans, and I imagine those will make their way to the Supreme Court at some point as well. It's just sad we have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's an inherent right.
846 and KFYR Clay Peterson Guns in the 701. Update the gun-free zone challenge. Ninth Circuit Court reverses Montana indictment. What's going on there?
So, we've had this on several times, Todd, about Gabriel Metcalf. Quick background, he was across from a school. He had a neighbor who was giving him issues. So it came down to it. He was carrying. He even put a shotgun on his riding lawnmower and, mow his lawn. And there was nothing against the law doing that as long as he stayed on his private property. Of course, then this whole thing happened. And at the time, remember, we had Biden's administration in there. So they went after him, the Department of Justice. Well, that's been now reversed. And it's actually, it's a split decision. It was a 3-judge panel. Remember that we're not done with this in the District Court of Billings. Anyway, the panel did not find that the gun-free zone law of 1990 to be unconstitutional, but they did find that he had plausible belief that he fell under that exception. And that's a big thing because that's a step forward. So with that now, he has a license to possess a firearm within a school zone pursuant to the Montana Code. So then the whole thing on the other side of it was, well, that does not take precedent over the federal law. Well, it kind of does on Second Amendment issues, but that's what the big battle is. So what's going to happen here is I imagine that, again, it's just another step. This is a positive step. You can't use the Rios decision to do anything and apply here except dismissal, but they're not doing that. It's going to end up moving now still through the chain, I imagine, unless the Bondi and Trump DOJ decides not to appeal this decision. They might. I don't know. I'd like to see them do it so we can push it to the Supreme Court and get once and for all a new decision on the gun-free zone. So it's a positive thing. It's an update on this case that we've been following now for, I've been following it since 2020. So this has been a huge case. I can't imagine what this guy's attorney fees are. Maybe it's all being done. I don't know.
I was going to say,
pro bono,
and who wins the case? The lawyers every time, no matter which side, quote unquote, wins. The lawyers are the ones who do the actual winning, but I get that. But I still say the most sure way of creating a zone that's not gun-free is to put a gun-free zone sign on
right,
it.
And it just it honestly creates a soft target. We've seen it time and time again. In fact, you talk to these crazies that go into and shoot up schools, unfortunately. They always say, well, there's no resistance. I mean, that's in a nutshell, that's what they tell you. Why'd you choose that target? Well, it was a soft target. That isn't how they put it, but there was no resistance. We knew we could do it. And it's that simple. It doesn't matter what kind of things you put in place on any building, whether it be a school, private building. Someone will find a way around it, right? Isn't that human nature? I mean, speed limits work, right? Nobody speeds.
Well, it went up to 80, so the real question was, so is it 87 now? And it's really more of we're going to enforce 82, 83 at that point, which was kind of, I was told, because I remember I got stuck on the side of the road. I hit a coyote one time. I got stuck on the side of the road on 94, and from behind me comes somebody who knew who I was from being on the radio, and so he struck up a conversation, and I asked him, I said, okay, what's really the speed limit? And he said, 82. I'm like, okay, all right.
I can tell you after yesterday I was on that particular stretch, heading east a little ways. Looks like to me that the steady flow of traffic's going much faster than the posted speed limit or the, quote, byway or the leeway.
I remember in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia, I was in this pack of 7 cars that were all going like 100. Yeah. And keeping enough of a safe distance so if anybody did lock up their brakes, everybody would be able to react accordingly. And there's my then wife behind me in my 85 Escort, also going 100. And I'm like, you have a death wish. I never would have been that thing. Never.
Yeah, I'm not a big speed limit proponent. Never have been, never will be. I'll probably be that 90-year-old guy if I make it that long, and I'll still be cruising as fast as my abilities will let me. So we'll see. We got a guy around
by
here.
90, it may slow down a little bit for you anyway. All right, time to end with a happy ending.
Yes, so female homeowner, good for her that she was able to protect herself. This was in Alabama, of all places. Woman fatally shot a man. He had a huge, long history. And if you look at the history, the state records show that this, let's just call him career criminal. He served time for offenses in first-degree robbery, third-degree burglary, possession of a pistol by a convicted felon. So, felons not having firearms, that's working well, too. The distribution of a controlled substance, multiple probation violations, and he had just served 5 months for a 2023 conviction of drugs and burglary counts. So it's not like he's an outstanding citizen. He just doesn't care, obviously. Well, he made a mistake when he went into this lady's, or tried to rob her. She actually called 911 to report a burglary. Then the caller was whispering about the intruder while the man, you could actually hear him in the background screaming. Moments later, I got to read this one. Dispatchers relayed that the woman had shot the intruder in the chest. He was described as unconscious and not breathing. I suppose so. He gets shot in the chest. I imagine you're going to be unconscious and not breathing.
That's been known to happen, right?
Yeah. The officers, they arrived and they found 46-year-old Narado Brinkley dead at the scene. He had basically, when I really started looking into this, it sounded like he was actually threatening this woman's life. There's local stories out there you can find on it. And she felt very, very threatened, and she just ventilated the guy and said, nope, I'm not having it anymore. She's got kids in her home. And I don't know if there was a relationship between these two. That I couldn't find. Her identity, of course, not being released, and rightfully so, especially, it's an ongoing investigation, but it's really not relevant to the situation. The nice thing is we had a young lady. She was able to defend herself, defend her home, and defend her children. And now we have another criminal off the streets permanently, and there's your happy ending of the week.
Clay Peterson Guns and the 701, the new stuff when?
Oh, it'll upload right away here, and then you can find every Wednesday night. By the way, we've got new shows coming up. Tune in this Sunday. The GAT701 network, that was termed by Todd himself here, everybody.
Hey, do I get a free hat out of that deal? Or
I think we can make that happen. Jamie, if you're listening, there you go.
There we go.
I think he's got some. Anyway, tune in Saturday morning. I think that's at 8 o'clock Central Time. So tune in there. And Sportsman Sunday Devotion by Vance Bishop, a good friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. Of course, tonight, Leon Francis, Blackbeard Logic. You don't want to miss that.
Leon's a cool dude.
Oh, Leon's great. So we love having Leon as part of this. And he's got, I love his program. I mean, I'm telling you, he goes through all the rabbit holes that we don't. So,
and Lord knows we go through a few, but there we are.
Yeah. And every Wednesday night, of course, you can find us at 7 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Central. Jamie and I have actually, we're kind of giving each other breaks. So and he's been filling in for me. So thanks, buddy. Well, I've been dealing with these medical issues with my son, but tune in there every Wednesday night. I'll be on one week, and Jamie takes up the other week unless one of us is gone. So it was 701 Nation. So we got a lot of shows out there. We keep expanding, and we appreciate all the support from it.
Get a hold of your cable provider and demand the Guns in the 701 channel be added.
There we go. Beck Communications, are you listening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
come on, you guys. Heck, I'm surprised they haven't rolled out the red carpet to try to get you to do a show over there, but I guess I don't know if they have a time slot available, but I have no idea. I just haven't watched them in ages, but
I could give you some information later.
Okay. Something told me that there was something there. All right. Hey, Clay, my thoughts and prayers for your son.
Appreciate that, Todd. And I'm glad that you're back and healthy and recovering. So.
I was going to say, you know, and I know that I'm a little close to the health scare thing right at the moment. So
yes, we'll get her figured out. I have confidence, and like I said, you and I both share probably the same faith in God, and I don't know how people do it without. So yeah.
Pretty soon kids are going to have little plugins like cars do, and you just take a little module and plug it in, and error code 13. That means you're blah blah blahs.
It's probably coming to that. Yeah.
As I say, we laugh now, and it'll be a fingerprint. You won't even need a module. You just put your fingerprints on there, and it'll tell you. It'll be an iPhone app. A little add-on, a hardware add-on. They've already got that for AFib. I mean, why not? Just put your fingers on there and it tells you exactly what's wrong. Oh, it's your appendix. Oh, it's your colon. It's your whatever.
That might actually be a good thing. At least it'd save you some money in the long run.
Well, I just said, if you could get some diagnoses out of the way, that'd be fantastic. I don't know how in the world it would end up being that accurate or not, but
yeah.
Oh, well. All right.
So you know what, everybody, have a great weekend hunting. Todd, have a great weekend, and
you too.
See you next week.
All right. You take care. Clay Peterson, Guns in the 701, 856. Happy 60th, Big 6-0 coming up on Sunday, Dawn.